Welcome back to our Let's Play of Amnesia, a Machine for Pigs. When we last left off, I was diving deep underground into my own factory to help some mysterious voice get rid of some flooding, I guess, and save my children. And there are giant pig monsters in my way. You know, normal things. Pig monsters, which I may or may not have helped create, because talk about changing the world a lot, and seem to have a penchant for pigs. Oh. Okay, both these doors are locked. Is this open? Get through here? Okay, guess I'm taking the dumbwaiter. In the nest of eggs, it is cradled in his sweaty hands. It sucks the fever loose from his body. He dreams of birds far above the jungle canopy, jaguar coughing at the dawn. Okay. So yeah, trying to find my children. Something about getting rid of a flood. There's some saboteur down here, sabotaging my machines. But what the machines are for, I don't know. There's a lot of coal, there's a lot of pistons, and there's a couple of disgusting-looking pig people. Big hulking brutes walking around. So, that's always fun. Come on. You can load. You can do it. Oh, that's right. Even when it gets to the end, doesn't mean it's done. It's kind of frustrating that way. There we go. Alright, what do we got? Okay. Well, the light still works, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Let's get up here.
Quickly, Mantis. Find the entrance nearby. The children weep in the darkness, and the floodwaters continue to rise.
I don't get the suspicion that you're using the fact that I can't find my children to manipulate me. Bruised and battered, but alive, I survived the saboteur's best efforts. He and I are now locked in an epic struggle. But I am driven to find my family, and I will prevail. Ignore the madness about me. Do not consider what cruel and unspeakable acts have been committed here. Find the way to the bilge, drain the flood, free your children. Okay, now you're talking like to yourself in the third person, so careful now, Mandus. Don't go completely insane yet. The dentist chair. I don't know what the point of this is. It's kind of weird. Is there something special in here? No. Can't open the one with this obvious skull inside it. Alright. More glasses and teeth. July 15th, 1899. In order to facilitate assimilation of tissue groups, compound is required of the cells will not bond. Disposal of non-bonded subjects must be immediate, and using incineration or risk our continuous animation without form. This is unpleasant. It's a compound of one part Brennenberg infusion fate to 1 part orgone monid dispersal fluid is sufficient. This can then be administered intravenously to subjects following reassembly to maintain bonding. The compound is unstable and highly light reactive. Once in the body, the Schumann lamp can be used to activate the compound. Outside the body, it's highly corrosive. It even destroys small quantities of metal. Okay. So I'm guessing to get through here, I had to find that stuff. It was clearly a passage beyond the locked gates. It must be the choice. It seems I have a choice to approach. The padlock is old and firm, and after that fall, I cannot summon the strength to break it. Perhaps I can find another way. Yeah, so I gotta find this compound, put it on the lock, and then shine the light on it. Gotcha. Doesn't seem to be here. So we shall venture on. Cigarette. Huh. No. No. Oh, glasses. Glasses and teeth. Yeah, oh, is some weird centrifuge? Yeah, centrifuge. Seems to form a bizarre mixing device for compounds, and it positively reeks of foul fluids I've seen too often before. It's clearly a compound, a volatile bastard of 2 composing ingredients. I should wager I would find them close by. Yeah, probably. Alright, so I gotta find chemicals. Before, so I have 2 ways to go. So no, it's not gonna work. Guess I'll go this way first. Low temperature storage. It's low temperature. I should probably go there last. Cooling pens. Silence. Don't want to upset anything in here. Hiding there. Stupid. Oh, it's flickering, so that tells me where I have to go. August 20th, 1899. Took delivery of another batch of imbeciles today. These are sorriest specimens of humanity I have ever seen. No one asks where they go. The authorities of Bedlam are simply happy to reduce the overcrowding in their teeming, stinking halls. We measure their skulls, check their teeth, we give them laudanum to pacify them. They wait in line, livestock, dull brown eyes and filthy skin. Many soil themselves as they wait. In the manipulator, they file in silence. I hear the hissing of gas. I hear the dull groaning as teeth are removed, as bones are reset. I hear pigs screaming. We have removed all the mirrors. After the process, it is the reflections that trouble them the most. Afterwards, that when they sleep, who walks amongst them? My children. I whisper to their dreams. You're my children now. I have children once again, and their forms imperfect will be the engines to make my own blood flow again. So he says, well, first of all, he says we have, oh, there's a teddy bear too. He says we have children once again, so it kind of implies something happened to his other children that he's not accepting right now. Also, sounds like he uses the dredges of society that nobody wants with pigs. Alright, that's locked. So yeah, there's only one way to go.
Over there. Place it in the corner. What? You think I speak Prussian? Do I look like an inbred hog, sir? Who gives a damn what it contains? Just set it down carefully and leave me be.
Sound a bit racist, dude. Okay. Oh. That door was locked a second ago. Now it's open. Or was it? I don't know. Never mind. Let's play tricks on there. Sucks. These things are fast. I'm stuck. Haven't you? Okay. I'm just confused. I mean, I doubt the light got rid of it, because the light seemed to startle it. But then suddenly the light made it dissipate. What's going on here? Can you explain, my good sir?
The lift has been sabotaged. You will have to find another way to the tunnels. Take care in this place, Landis. It is the crucible of the evil that stalks these corridors.
I've noticed. Handles around here. As if the game is teasing me, like, remember when you could light these? Remember when darkness was a problem? Remember when you had to use gears to operate a puzzle? Breach emergency shutdown in place. I can't get through there. I need to put something in there. Is that the chemical I needed? Another one in there? I saw that. Oh, a teddy bear. Well, so far I don't like this game as much as Amnesia: The Dark Descent, but it's definitely got a good creepy atmosphere. August 4th, 1898. More experiments with Compound X. Took the dog and injected with streptocene. After they expected convulsions and spasming, it died just after midnight. Immersed the body in a large tank of Compound X. Introduced an alternating current induction coil for a period of 3.5 minutes. Partial return was induced. However, damage occurred prior to death was retained upon revival, meaning the dog continued in acute states of cyclizine poisoning until I put a bullet in its skull. But drowning? Perhaps yes, it is after all known to be the kindest of suicides. If one were to drown, placing the fluid with the lungs of Compound X would theoretically be perfectly possible as a revival method. We'll drown them, fuse them with pigs, and then profit. I'm going around in a circle. I'm going around in a circle. I've gone around in a circle. But I think I have to get back, don't I? It's big. I know you can't see it. But it's right over there. Alright. That's the pig. There we go. Compound 1. Now I have to get this one. It says low temperature storage, so I might have to be quick with it.
It fell onto his hands and they eroded in front of me. To stumps. To stumps. Next time we will use an equal mix of infusion vitae and orgone disperser. No, just take him out. You can dump him in the river for all I care.
Yeah, definitely. Flamed it is. Burning it does. Bleeding from each hole, fore and aft, leaking down my leg. Blood and excrement. My lungs are in my vomit. Vast clots of my organs. Now filthy stone. Drink this, he says, and I did drink it. I did do that. Perhaps because of the changes, they ripple inner me. My teeth sneeze out and scatter like mice in the dark. I cannot find them all. Gathered what I can, push them back into my gray gums with my fingers, but the nails are all weepy and falling out. Drink it, he says. It'll help the running of the fever, because not us all can take change. On the other table, the beast under a blanket. I never wanted to see that, but he drank it too. He passed it on the blanket, and I heard it drink. Oh, dear God Almighty. How can a man shit so much blood and still live? Right. Anything? I need this. Yes. Okay. Take that. Drop Bit. That. There. Yeah. Okay. But somehow I feel like it barely made it out of there. Okay. Now I turn the centrifuge on somehow. Or turn the centrifuge on. Do I need another container for here? Yes. How do I turn the centrifuge on? Ah. Right button. A heady brew. I have the compound. It hisses and steams in the container like a living thing. And which is jelly to burn and corrode. The container is made from glass. Strange choice, unless there is some particular reason why metal pervades anything that pervades anything else brought to contact with this so-called chemical acts. If I guess you had further clues. Well, I know what to do with it now. I have to pick it up. I have to bring it upstairs. I have to chuck it at that lock. I have to shine a light. Or just do that. That works. Alright. Very simple puzzle.
Down here, Daddy. Faster, faster.
I'm coming. Here, I'm running. Just trying to be careful. Down I go. This leaking world. And the rhododendrons seem to be taking over the garden by the wall. I could dig them for you. No, get out. Get out of this house. You leave them be. Alright. Well, not past the big monsters. I'm still not sure what happened with that one. Why it disappeared like that when I shine the light on it. Guess the game wanted to be nice to me? I don't know. It seemed kind of weird. Okay.
Isn't it dangerous allowing this filthy discharge to collect so close to the core?
We can use the flow to drive the turbines. There will always be a torrent of excreta flooding through these tunnels. We can use this to supplement the steam production and ensure constancy.
God, the stench! This fecal matter is the true product of the age.
Flooded tunnels. My mysterious friends correct the sewers, indeed flooded. You said further, I have to find the local sluice pumps to drop the water level. The smell is almost unbearable. It makes me gag. Why should the saboteur have flooded these tunnels, though? What did he hope to achieve? I don't know. Note by a skeleton. Naturally, once bled, the product must be scalded, dehaired, and scalped, ready for gambroiling and evisceration. For this, we pass them through the steam reservoir, which is kept at a constant temperature by passing access high-pressure venting through the engines via the boiler, a series of large copper pipes, into the stone chamber just below the workhouse. At the center of the machine, there is a component that must be kept at constantly low temperature, which controls operations of the processing of the product through the system. Alongside this, the refrigeration is not most important to retain product quality, and this also requires heat to be removed from certain areas of the machine. Two problems are therefore combined into a single solution: removal of the heat in some areas and requirements to increase the heat in others. Conducting panels draw heat for the prints using the principles of convection regulated by the boiler and sending freezing air along one set of pipes in one direction, superheated vapors in another. Cool. So the skeleton. That's what I want to know. That's on. Disgusting. There are pigs down here. Have to be careful of them. Let's follow left. Alright, let's follow the right one. Somewhere in here should be a way to drain it. August 1st, 1899. Several of the older forms have breached their containment area and escaped into the sewers. They remind me of my limitations. There is no Chelm, and I am no Ayurho. I don't know who those people are. At least not quite yet. It is in the heat generated to keep the doorway beneath open that is to blame. We cannot simply pack them about with coolant as we do in the center of where the doorway is. These versions are kept safe from the freezing temperatures in the towers. On here, the air is hot and fetid. They become overheated, and their duality tears them asunder as the other place flies from the cell, and their vitae splinters. They live sporadically, torn from one world to another and back again in violent, unpredictable bursts. With a few seconds they are creatures of this world, then they are torn away and cease to have physical form. This vicious ripping back and forth between the worlds has driven them quite insane. I have ordered the affected area sealed and will not allow my loyal workers to enter. These are damned places now, an abode of failed experiments ghosts of fear and spite. Good to know. Sluice 1 or Sluice 2?
Faster, Mantis. Drain the waters. Open the way to the bilge pumps. We are waiting for you.
Yep, working on it. Have to go somewhere in a minute, so I just split this episode in half. Right. This way. This way.
But we can save them. We can set them free. We can replace a rotten old world with a clean new one.
Mr. Landis, you sound every bit the fanatic.
Well, how can I be otherwise, Professor? How can any man of ethics simply stand by and watch this world drown in its own excrement?
And your engineer, this visionary with whom you embarked upon this course, does he share your views?
Indeed he does. Indeed he does. The poor fellow has seen it all before. Now, this is not the first great civilization he has wept for.
And so you said about things immediately upon your return.
Naturally, these things cannot be left to rot upon the tree. And sponsors were remarkably easy to find. I tell you, Professor, a trail of greed brings rich men to your door like pigs to truffles.